This is your weather briefing for Sunday, January 6th, 2013. Last night's light snowfall across the Wayne County area has pretty much tapered off, although the morning radar is still showing a few scattered snow showers, and that's going to be the trend for us off and on throughout the day. It's going to be kind of a random situation, and with temperatures running right above freezing at about 32 to 35 degrees for the afternoon readings. We don't look for anything much in the way of snow sticking to pavement surfaces, especially those that have already been treated. Interestingly enough, the snow that's of more significance is not very far away. It's north of I-69 across the Saginaw and Flint areas. They've been seeing a couple inches of snow, and that mass continues to move off to the east. We don't expect that to bother us at all here. Once we get by the snow shower activity through the afternoon, we are into several days of dry weather and somewhat of a warming trend. Temperatures throughout a good part of this week are going to be above freezing, and by the time we get to the middle and the end of the week, daytime highs are going to be up into the 40s. The map here is one of many that we look at for the week ahead. The computer models are showing that warming, and this just illustrates the fact that everything in the blue is below freezing and everything in the green and yellow is above freezing. And you can already see for the Detroit and Southeast Michigan area, as well as Lansing and over to Grand Rapids, that above freezing temperatures are going to be the case, and the areas further off to the west, the light greens and the yellows, those show temperatures that'll be making it up into the 40s as we get on toward the middle and the end of the week. But there are some changes coming into next week, and we are looking for a significantly colder air mass to affect the area. This map is an extended map that takes us into next weekend as far as the computer models go. And once again, as you look at Southeast Michigan, you see the green area, but immediately to the west, coming across the lakes, some much colder air beginning to affect us as we get through next weekend and on into the early parts of next week, where daytime high temperatures will be well below average as opposed to the above normal readings that we're looking for during the upcoming week. This would cover the period, say, January 12th, 13th, with the transition happening through the 14th to the 18th, which much colder temperature conditions are expected. Taking a look a bit further beyond next week, when the cold air really starts to settle in, we will see the opportunity for some significant snows to affect the area. It looks as though the second half of the month is going to be fairly active. This is one map that extends out, probably 14, 15 days from now, but it indicates a pretty good storm system developing down to the south across parts of Texas, but the moisture from that headed all the way up toward Michigan, and some increasing amounts of snow certainly that week, the week of the 21st, as we see this storm system and another one to follow that'll be affecting the area. So the weather pattern is going to be kind of topsy-turvy here over the next couple of weeks. We're going to see temperatures quite mild in the upcoming week and quite a bit colder as we get toward the second half of January. So summarizing the weather briefing for this morning, we've got a few scattered snow showers and flurries in the forecast for today, but we don't look for any significant accumulations. And with temperatures rising to about the mid-30s, whatever does fall should pretty much melt on impact, especially on areas that were treated last night and pretty much through the afternoon in general. Temperatures throughout the upcoming week are going to be moderating. We look for mid-30s for forecast highs tomorrow and Tuesday, all the way up to the mid-40s by Friday, and we're headed into a dry stretch for a few days with sunshine into Thursday, but then some wet weather comes in for Friday. Looks like rain for the weekend, and a big change towards some colder temperatures next week, and that'll carry on through the rest of the month. Some significant chill headed this way, and once that gets established next week, the week of the 13th, then we'll start to see the opportunity for some snowstorm situations, at least some accumulating snow several times throughout the second half of the month. So it could be a pretty busy time then. In the next several days, get a little bit of a break, and we'll get some dry weather and some mild temperatures. That's your weather briefing for the 6th of January 2013. Thank you for listening.